Hey guys, it's Lee with Untapped Potential. Sorry for the lack of updates for the past few days. I had, and still have, a bit of a cold. So today we're going to do something not terribly intensive. We're going to go through the first game of Liliana's story campaign. Without further ado, let's jump in. Your brother Josu has returned from the battlefield mortally wounded. Desperate to save him, you were told of a healing potion by the mysterious Raven Man. But instead of curing him, the potion transforms your brother into an undead horror intent on killing you. Well, even the good deeds can never go unpunished, right? So we're playing first here, and despite still being ostensibly good, we already have a bunch of zombies and crows and all sorts of creepy stuff. We run out of turn 1 Shambling Goblin, who gives target creature our opponent controls -1/-1 when it dies. And we continue to draw well here, drawing a Bone Splinters, which is another way to destroy one of our opponent's creatures. We just have to sacrifice one of our own. So we decide not to do that this turn. Josu plays a Dagger Drone Imp, if I'm remembering that correctly, which is a 1/1 flyer. And we decide to attack our opponent here, because if the opponent chooses to block us, they're down a creature, and if they don't, that's fine too. He doesn't. We get in for 1, and Carrion Crow enters the battlefield tapped. On our opponent's third turn, he hits us for 1 that we can't do anything about, but it's not a big deal. Another Dagger Drone Imp comes in though, and now we have a plan. We go ahead and play our land for the turn and use one of our Bone Splinters, getting rid of our Shambling Goblin, which then deals 1 damage to the other flyer of our opponents. The path now clear, we attack with our Crow. It's a murder of crows. Well, can you murder something that's already dead? I don't think you can. Point is, our opponent plays yet another Dagger Drone Imp. Do something different already, guy, come on. We decide just to go ahead and attack for 2 damage here. If our opponent chooses to block, fine, but he doesn't. So we knock the opponent down some more and go ahead and pass our turn. We don't really want to waste any of our removal spells on a 1/1. It's just not that big of a threat. A 3/2, on the other hand, well, now we're getting somewhere. So at the end of turn, we Cruel Revival to destroy it and return our Shambling Goblin, which is a zombie, to our hand. We go ahead and go to combat here, doing 2 quick damage to Josu, and then play 2 more Shambling Goblins, 1 that we got back and 1 that we just drew. So now we have the Bone Splinters combo again for if our opponent plays another big creature. 1 damage comes our way, and in the second main phase, a big creature was found. Well, not too big, but it does 2 damage to us and heals him for 2 life. Which means this little battle of scratch damage that we've been doing for a while isn't ending soon. So once again, we sacrifice our goblin to destroy his creature, to destroy his other creature, value, and we attack for 3. We're running out of gas in our hand though, and our opponent still has quite a few cards, so we need to hope they don't stabilize and recover. Another highway robber comes in, once again, swinging the life points. But that's okay, because here's another Shambling Goblin for us. Now the fact is, we have the 2/2 flyer who can do good work in the air. And if our opponent chooses to block on the ground, well, he's going to lose his creature after its effect, and he does. So then we play another one. It's actually a pretty close game, we just have to keep beating down here and eventually hopefully draw something good. He does 3 damage to our creature and gains 3 life because he refuses to go down quietly, so we attack him for another 1 damage. Excuse me, I feel a sneeze coming on. I hope I don't sneeze into my microphone. So our opponent plays land but doesn't have anything else to do, and we are finally drawing some creatures of our own. Our zombie enters the battlefield tapped, and we attack for 1 damage once again. Finding nothing to do here but play another land, our opponent passes and we draw Gravedigger, which is exactly the sort of thing we want to see. We deal 3 damage to our opponent, play Gravedigger, and we take the Crow back, who we also have enough mana to cast this turn, so we also put him on the field. Now we've got a small shambling army of undead creatures at our disposal, and we should be in good shape. Our opponent then plays an Urborg something or other. It went too fast for me to read, sorry. But the point is, he can't activate its ability since it's summon sick. We kill it, we get our zombie back, and we attack with everybody who is not summon sick, which at this point is quite a bit of damage. 7 damage later, our opponent is stuck at 5. He chooses to draw 3 cards and lose 3 life, but that puts him at 2, and while he is able to play a 1/1 defender, we just have too many creatures on the field for him. We draw another swamp, but at this point it doesn't matter. We just turn everything sideways, and we get in for big damage. He blocks, but it doesn't matter. Josu is back down for the count. So, not only did we get the Necromancer's Assistant achievement here, we've also successfully beat the first part of her story. The dark magic you have been exploring saves you from Josu, but your brush with death is overwhelming, and you feel the world around you dissolve away. A moment ago, you were standing in the ruins of Vess Manor, but now you find yourself in an unknown cemetery on an unknown plane. Where has Liliana wound up? Is it a cool, awesome world full of all sorts of gothic horror tropes that is a favorite of players everywhere? I'll give you a hint. Yes, it is. Come back next time as we explore Liliana's first moments on Innistrad. This has been Lee with Untapped Potential. Thanks for watching.